Welcome back to Founder Talk. My name's Dan and I'm coming to you live, recorded from my desk at Detroit Labs. And it's been a couple weeks and my apologies, I got busy. So I had a great question about 2 weeks ago on YouTube from Jordan that said, when do you know when it's the appropriate time to delegate? And that is a very difficult question to answer because there's a lot of different factors. But I'm gonna cover part one of a two-part answer. So part one is right now. And this is all about the early stages of your business. So not when it's already grown, but when you're just getting started. And when you're just getting started, there are so many tasks that you think are the most important things ever. And it becomes very overwhelming and difficult, and you immediately want to share those tasks, get rid of those tasks, delegate them to somebody else. First step, try to go out and find co-founder, 1, 2, 3 folks, and not just folks that are like-minded, right? Folks that bring a different perspective, a different way of thinking, a different skill set to the table. That way, all these different tasks that are so big and confusing and you just maybe not good at them, you can share that workload. And then you also have a great give and take, a great balance when it comes to decision making. I couldn't imagine starting a business just by myself. I think every single day for my co-founders, it's the only way Detroit Labs has been successful. Next, figure out if those tasks that you have remaining are worthwhile to do. I've often found that when I've taken a look at the actual things that I think are important, and I compare them to the goals of the business or how valuable my time might be during the day, you just end up realizing that not all tasks are weighted the same, and some things just don't need to be done. At that point, move them off. Right? Once you get through those more important things, then sometimes you can go back to them. So go out, find a co-founder when you're getting ready to start your business, somebody that is a different perspective than you, a different skill set, and then take a look at the tasks that you think you need to delegate and decide if they're even valuable or even should be looked at or prioritized. So that is part one of my answer, all about the early stages of a business. Part two will be next week, and that's about what happens after your business grows. When do you actually have to delegate? How do you come to that realization? And then what are the next steps that you take? So, thank you, Jordan, for leaving that question below. If you have a question, leave it below in the comments, and I'll do a video about it later. You can hit me up on LinkedIn as well with a question. That's cool too. Either one's fine. I'll do a video on them. Hit that red subscribe button, please, little bell icon to be notified. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.